Okay, so okay.
You're watching Butz's playthrough. Here, I play through requests made by the Mega Man Maker community and give my personal opinion about them. Feel free to submit your level by topic, which you can find a link in the video description, so I can deliver an honest review of it. So, stay tuned and enjoy.
So, welcome to our first episode of the Maker series. So here I'm gonna play through some levels of the same makers. The first that we have in list is Nickelasse. So the first level that I choose to play through for you guys is Automata Fortress. So it's as you're gonna see, I already played through all of these levels, so I'm not gonna wait any longer. I'm gonna start this. So, Automata Fortress. I use the time stopper weapon. So, I really liked the idea behind that level. It's really platforming oriented. And again, Nickelasse have a good thought of everything, in my opinion. So yeah. And he did made a well use of the I forget about that. What I was about to say is that he did made a good use of the time weapon, the flash stopper, and he built this level around the same gimmick. Okay, so okay. So these are the first and the few enemies that you're gonna face during that level. So I have to say, Nickelasse, this level was brilliant from your part. It was one of the most fuck. This is one of your levels that I love the most. It's so brilliant and so the platforming factor. Yeah, that's what I was wanting to say. Is just superb in that level. Yeah. Plus, with that Shovel Knight soundtrack, I think it adds to the level. Such a good use of the flash stopper here. It's brilliant. And the layout, the visuals are pretty damn good, pretty solid. Ah, damn it. Forgot about that. Ah, fuck. It's a good use of weapon energy, so the player can manage to this level easily. Fuck, did I say that I fucking love this level? It's one of the most original and well delivered idea that I've seen so far. Ah. Ah, fuck. Everything's so timed perfectly. Ah, forget about that time bomb. It's all my fault in that. So we are already at the end. It's so sad. It's the saddest thing that this level didn't last any longer. So fucking brilliant idea. Fuck, I have nothing to say on that level. Everything fell so perfectly. The challenges are pretty damn good. The exploit of the flash topper is fucking brilliant. The visuals are good. Nickelasse thought about the weapon energy, so he put weapon energy capsule all over his level, so you don't run out of energy to face the challenges. There's a diversification in the challenges. It's as you saw, it's a platforming oriented level, and it's fucking genius. It's seriously, I just fell my ass off when the first time when I played that level. So it's sad that there's only 37 plays on plays of that level, and the score is of 8. I don't understand this shit personally. This level needs more plays and a better score, because there's real work in that level. I feel that there's a lot of time that was put in that building too, just to set the Yaku blocks, the distance, the timing, and everything. So yeah, so that's the first level that I'm gonna play for Nickelasse. So the second level I'm going to play from Nickelasse is Icy Palace. It's his most recent level. As you can see, this one is it's more popular than the Automata Fortress. So we have 184 blaze, a score of 89. So it's a pretty solid level, pretty high score. So let's get going. Okay, so Icy Palace. Okay, so we start up here, usuals. We have charge, we have slide, and no weapons. So even in the first screen, Nickelasse was able to set the theme and the atmosphere of this level with the name of Icy Palace, and the use of the background that we have here, and the use of the tiles and the layout. I really feel like I'm in Icy Palace. So pretty good thing. So here we have the first Susies. So the time that you climb the stairs, they're gonna act for the first time, so you know about them, and you know how they're gonna act. So here we have our first press or crushers. So with the water, you can easily get through. You can pass over it, but you know how it's gonna act. So good gimmick introduction. Oh fuck, didn't care about that Susie. Since the same color of the layout, there's an issue of getting hit. The crash platform here, it's the first time that you see it, but if you don't land on it, it's gonna be you're gonna be dead for sure. It's a hard way to make the player learn, but that being said, you do have stairs here. You enter the room, you climb up, you climb down, so you have enough time to see how the crash lift react. What is this trajectory? So if you don't, in my opinion, if you're not able to land on it, it's your own fault. Oh fuck. So see that press? So we saw how it was, what it was his behavior before. So you have enough of time to planify your movement. It was just me that was quick and didn't care about that. Good ascension here, so we get our first checkpoint. So here we have a firestorm block here, so if you want to you need to continue forward at this, if we want to get down here, we're gonna have to find this weapon. So pretty good Yaku block puzzle. It's not a hard one, but since it's involved platforming and combat at the same time, it's done pretty well. So we got our Firestorm. Okay, so another Yuki block puzzle. Now we have spines on the floor, so if you fall, you have to deal with these. So pretty good here. I always wondered what's that all about. So checkpoint. And here we have our boss. The Suzy doesn't act as they are supposed to do. This is an issue when you upload your levels on the server. There's a chance that some enemy behaviors are gonna change from what you set in your editor. I don't know what is causing that issue, but I hope that it's going to be resolved in the 1.3 version. So, Iceman. The layout of that room is really interesting. It's pretty original, since Iceman moves during the battle. The springs and the conveyor belts just make the fight more dynamic. So I pretty enjoyed it. So that was Icy Palace. It was a rather short level. But even if it was short, it was done perfectly. You see that there is a lot of that this level was polished before it was released. There's minor things that could be done. Well, I can talk. It's more about the Suzys if you want to let the player. To give some chance to the player to see more of the Suzys when they enter a room. Just put them into another color. But I do understand why you put them though. But other than that, it's a pretty damn solid level. You have the feeling that it's a final version of that level. Because as I said, there's no real issues about that level. The boss fight with Iceman, the boss room is original. It's had it makes the fight very dynamic. The gimmick used in the level were fairly used. I liked the challenges with the presses, with the yuck blocks. Enemy positioning wasn't cheap. It was well balanced too. So that's about it. So this was Icy Palace. So here we have Knightmare. So that's the third level that we're gonna play from Nickelasse. Let's get to it. Okay, so visuals, no charge, we have slide, and we have rolling cutter and hard knuckles. So let's get to it. So now we know how falling blocks works, since they were introduced in a safety environment. I really like this jumping bunny that you put there. So we have beams. I think that's missing if we take some levels of Nickelasse is usually when he puts yuck blocks like this, he try to put some kind of scheme in his layout to help the player count the appearance of the yuck blocks. So maybe that's something that could be had in that level, since when you come from the entrance here, depending of the timing that you face in the level, it can you can need to wait a good amount of time before knowing that there's Yaku blocks that are blocking the lasers, the beams. So maybe putting the same thing that you put, if I can give an example, in Forlorn Halls might help the player, might add something good about that. First time that we see drop platform, yeah, so this gimmick is not introduced well, so it's a thing that I could point out about that. So I'm pretty excited that I finally find something to point out in your levels, Nickelasse. What this soul is all about. So I don't have anything to try to slide through it. Oh yeah, I remember now. I'm gonna get okay. Forget about what I just said. So same issues there with the Yuck blocks. Something, if you could have had the same timing, the same time count that you've put in other levels, it would have been nice. Same thing here. I think that I missed something. Oh fuck. Forget it. So now we do know how these platform react, and I have a timing problem here. That was a pretty good challenge there. I haven't talked about whoops! I haven't talked about the tile work. It's again, as the other levels that we've played, you can see that this is pretty solid. Pretty good. Oh fuck! I was about to say pretty good. Nick blocks section. I just want to go too I want to go too fast. Like you said in another video that you made, I'm taking stupid damage now. Nah, come on. Nah, come on. Nah, come on. Nah, come on. Okay, now we're back. Gonna kill that fucker with that knuckle. There we go. So, pretty clever idea to use ladders as flags. Fuck, I hate these guys. Come on, fuck. It's a good idea that you've put the Buster as a secondary weakness, so the fight is not gonna last too long if you choose to go it Buster only. So again, as you saw, pretty solid level. My only complaint is about the Yoku block counting that you've put in most of your levels, but not in this one. So it's more about that. So other than that, it's a pretty damn solid level. Okay, and here the last one that we're gonna play is a Mega Lab Rat level that it made for Mega Man Maker level contest last year. So 24 plays, score of 6. I can't say that I don't remember well that level, so it's gonna be a new surprise for me. Okay then, so Mega Lab Rat. Oh, now I remember. Okay, it's yeah, okay. So this is as we saw with Automata Fortress, this is platforming oriented level based with the use of the high slasher. So let's get to it. So as you see, when I was talking about Yoku blocks counting, that's what I meant. So Nickelasse usually puts Yoku blocks in his layout when he uses them to help the player to count them, to planify his movements. So it's a pretty clever idea. So here you freeze the flame pillars to stop. Stop the red beam, and I didn't went fast enough. Okay, so we managed to get through it. Oh yeah, I remember that puzzle. Okay, so if I remember correctly, ah, fuck. Nah, I forgot that I needed to stay there. So you're able to put some pretty solid puzzles there, Nickelasse, I must say. Ah, missed my time. Missed my timing. Okay, so here we go. So here is it's something pretty pretty precise. If you want to keep that weapon barrier, as soon as you fire your high slasher, you have to hit the weapon change button. So it's gonna stop the high slasher. As I'm gonna make an example upstairs, up there. So you see, I'm firing my high slasher. So as soon as I fire and I hit the weapon change button, it stops. So it doesn't go far. So if you don't want to get killed or want an easier challenge, that's one thing to do. As I did there. So there we go. Ah, fuck. Forget about that. Nah, I'm gonna wait the next turn. Ah, forgot to jump. Then it's your turn. Yep. I hesitated there, so that's what happens. Okay. This one is pretty fun too. Ah, fuck. Must say that I'm kind of jealous because I don't have that kind of creativity that you are able to have. It's easy to criticize them all and to make review of them, but I don't have that kind of creativity when it comes to level editing, so I'm kind of jealous for that. Okay, wasn't sure about that one. Oh. I hit the slide button. Went too fast again. Oh boy. I didn't know what came to my mind, but okay, now it's the good time. Oh, here we go. got to the end. So, pretty solid platforming level with the use of the high slasher, which was used very. It was very bright how you used it. The mix, the combination with the flame pillars and pillars and the beams were pretty clever in my opinion. Again, it was a pretty solid platforming level. Wasn't once you know about the gimmick and you know and you have a good timing, it's not a hard level, but it's pretty enjoyable in overall. So that's what the fourth and the last playthrough I'm gonna make about this maker, which is Nickelasse. So I hope you guys that I give you curiosity about that maker. So if you want to learn more about him, play his levels. He's a pretty solid level builder. His way to approach level are pretty solid. There is a lot of time and effort put in them. There's a lot of polishing. They are in average difficulty range, if I can say. And in my part, what I can wish is a new level from you, Nickelasse. This one, I will love that level more like Automata Fortress, and this one, I like traditional level. Don't deny it, but these kind of levels, platforming levels involving use of gimmicks or more of use of more of a specific weapon is always enjoyable when it's well executed. And the two examples that we have, which is Automata in this one, I can say that you have what it takes to build that kind of level. So I will be pretty excited to know and see that you know that you're working on a new kind of level like this, and to see it too and to play through it again. So folks, that's about it. So it was our first episode of the Makers series. So next on the list is gonna be Butz. I can already highlight some makers. I'm gonna play through their levels. We have Jivedor, we have Ace, which is a master of a hard range level. He mastered very well all that's called elevators and things like that. Other than that, when we have Trimic one, he's a pretty solid maker too. So these are the kinds of makers that I'm gonna review in this series. So like I said, the next in list is gonna be Butz, a friend of mine. So until then, stay tuned. I'm gonna try to diversify the content of my videos. I have another idea in mind, which is random playthrough, which I'm gonna just record levels that are published on the server and not necessarily on the Mega Man Maker forum. So we're gonna see what this reserves us. So until then, wish you a good time. So take care and see you next time.